Yes, yes, yes. We are live. We are live. Let's get it. Making sure that we are live. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So let's talk about why trading is so hard. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So yes, yes. We are. The reason why trading is hard is because a lot of people really don't understand what trading is. They really don't understand. Like trading is a business. So when people come to trading, they don't look at trading as a business, but it should be called day trading business, right? You literally have to treat it like a business, and most people don't. They don't treat it like a business. They don't understand how much hours you have to put in, how the dedication levels, you know, they don't understand how stressful it is. They just think that it's quick buck, put X amount on on red or black, whatever, right? They think it's like a casino or something like that. Instant money, right? And that's what it is. Is it's literally not understanding that it's a business. So you have different things you have to tackle, right? You have to understand. The next thing you know why trading is so hard is because um most of you guys don't have a legit strategy. So when it comes to strategy, all right, and also shout out to you guys tuning in. I don't know if is the thing. Can you guys hear me? I don't know if the video is looking kind of suspect, but anyway, we're gonna go over some charts and we're gonna go over the trade that I took today. I think, yeah, took that trade and probably gonna look at some other charts. I actually made a 13K on NASDAQ trading. So we're gonna look at that and but yeah. So when it comes to just understanding trading, right? People don't have a strategy. They think that, you know, if the market goes above a moving average, you're looking to buy and that's it. That's not a strategy, right? If the market's above the moving average, buy. If the market's below the moving average, sell. That's not a strategy. I mean, it's a start, but that's not a strategy. A complete strategy has different, things you have to look at. The time of day, your entries, your exits, everything. You know, so many things you have to have in order to create a strategy. I remember when I first started out, my strategy. You know what my strategy was when I first started out? Literally, if the market went, I was looking at RSI. So if the RSI was oversold, I was looking to buy. If it was overbought, I was looking to sell. Right? What or is it that right? Oversold, looking to sell. Okay. So I don't use RSI, so I'm getting confused anyway. But basically, when the RSI is overbought, whatever, right? I'm looking to take the trade. Um, and basically that was my strategy. And that's not a strategy, guys. That's not a strategy. So a lot of you guys don't really have a complete strategy. You gotta really back test and make sure you have a complete strategy. And the third thing is the reason why trading is so hard is because we don't know how to lose. It's that's one of the hardest things. We don't really know how to lose, guys. We don't. So today we're gonna look at some charts. Shout out to you guys. If you have any questions, type it in. All right. They said my voice is low. You guys can hear me? It's that sounds good on my end. Yeah, it sounds good on my end. All right, so let's look at the trade I took today, and then we're gonna go over some of your guys' charts. So whatever chart you had. So basically, I took this trade today. Let me see on NASDAQ. So let me see right here. I'm trying to move this. Let me move this right here. All right, so overall, this was NASDAQ today, guys. And the market is bullish, man. You know, the market is bullish. Overall, the daily chart is super bullish. Um, you know, I don't really see this thing selling off anytime soon. I know they trapped a lot of sellers, and right now it's just going up. Okay. Now today, and it's kind of tricky trading these all-time highs, but I just look at the structure, right? So overall, this structure today, guys, was just it was just a bullish structure where we had, you know, pretty much this head and shoulders right here, inverse, and that's what I was looking at. That's it. Really nothing to it, right? And at first I was looking maybe possible sells because we broke this line right here, and the market was selling off crazy. But I had to zoom out, right? I had to zoom out, and I had to look at, you know, what the market was doing. And I basically took this long right here for 3 to 1. And that's how I made that 13K. Guys, if you have any questions, type it in. All right, type it in. If you have any questions, uh, let me see. Let me see here. So this is the chart right here. My chart. Okay. So you see the P&L to the left. Actually, my chart was acting up. I don't know if you guys noticed, but my chart was acting up on the live stream. Um, it actually froze. Like it wasn't even working. So if you go my last live stream, it froze. And good thing I realized that because it basically froze, and I'm trying to like start up my software. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I had to email Sierra Charge because that's what I use, and they said that they have a different provider. I can't use the same one I'm using, so I had to switch providers. A good thing I caught that on time because imagine if I didn't catch that on time and I went to trade in the morning, I'll probably miss out. You know what I'm saying on trades. I'll be mad. So anyway, this is right here. This is the trades. Basically, we can look at the entries right here. I don't know, somewhere right here. So this is where I entered. I enter right here first. Right here first, and then I entered more because they didn't fill me everything, and then I started basically add some more when it was going down. Now I thought it was gonna stop me out. Um, so you see all these orders. I don't know. It's not showing me all the orders, but if you go scroll all the way up, you'll see all the orders right here. But basically, I thought it was gonna stop me out, and it didn't. Which is, at the end of the day, um, you got to be prepared. So basically, I entered right here. Stop losses right here. So that was it. Okay. Uh, so you always have to have your stops in place. And of course, this is a real account, all right? Real account right here. So this is a demo right here, and then turning back to a real account. So overall, that was my trade. Um, and I got it. I went for a 3-to-1. Um, because lately I've been trying to force myself to basically get more RR out of my trades. So that's why I went for a 3R. I've been forcing myself to like I told you guys this year that I'm trying to go for more R's. Um, you guys know that, overall, um, I went to the 1 minute chart, right? What was the reason for not taking the Hold on, I'm gonna get to y'all guys' question. I went to the 1 minute chart, guys, and let's see something real quick. I went to the 1 minute chart. Hold on. Shh. Mm, hold on, trying to get this screen real quick. I don't know why it's not showing the screen. Always something, man. Always something with this crap. Hold on. And this will happen last time. But yeah, I tried to go to the 1 minute chart and hold on. Let's see. There you go. Let's get it. So I try to go to the 1 minute chart, guys. I think was that March? Man, the 1 minute chart smacked me hard. The reason why I went to the 1 minute chart because I was trying to get some more R's. Okay, you definitely get more R's on the 1 minute chart, but at the time it was just too much for me. So I went back to the 5 minute chart. So I'm just trying to, get some more R's. So let's if you guys have any questions, type it in. Where he said where do I join to start trading? All my links is in the description. Let me see. How can I come up with a good risk management skill? What this is Zupa. What time frame are you trading? Basically, you can do a fix. You can always go to a fix risk to reward. That's always like a good start because you basically almost trading like a robot, you know. You can do dynamic risk like where you start trailing your stop loss or start maybe taking out half of your position and then letting the rest run. You can do something like that. But if you want to just keep it simple, like I try to keep it simple as possible, I basically um set a risk a fixed risk to reward. So a two you can start with a 2-to-1. So whatever you're risking, two times your money, and go from there. What's going on, guys? Let me look at the chat real quick. Shout out to you guys. Still looking good, fam. Thanks a lot, Tony. Let me see. Price did a 14x, but I was okay with the 2-to-1. Yeah, I mean, you can never predict this, you know. So right here, the market went up crazy, but you don't know if the market's gonna go up this crazy, you know. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, we are in a bullish market, you know. To trade this market right here, I try not to go short. I'm not gonna lie, I try not to go short, but if I see a short opportunity, I'm gonna take it. I try not to go short. I'd rather go long. Um, But right now it's just a very bullish market. Hopefully we can get some decent volatility. Hopefully the market is not like you know, slow and just because sometimes in the summertime the market just freeze up, like not going anywhere. I like trading triangles all day, every day. Shout out to you. The learning is endless. I can't find an end. Yeah, it is endless. Um things learning, yeah, it is endless. But you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have enough information, to make a strategy and be confident with your strategy. Because you can go down the rabbit hole to the point where you just learning every year. I mean, it's gonna get overwhelming, but the best thing to do is just find something that fits you and go from there. Thank you for your videos. You post motivational. Yes, no problem, man. Steve. It's you said you must go. It's 2:30 a.m. in UK. Shout out to UK, all my UK audience. It's 2:30 a.m. Whew. I know you when you wake up tomorrow, you're gonna be tired. I try not to go that bed. I mean, I try not to go to bed that late. Sheesh. Let's see what the other chat. Let's see what the chat is talking about. Do you scale into your trades or go full size? Nah, I don't scale. I try to just go full size. Um, Today I added because when I got in, I didn't get in my full size, so I added some more. But I just try to keep it as simple as possible. Um, yeah, so I try to keep it simple as possible. What's your reason for not taking the pullback candle at 9:35? So I'm guessing you're talking about right here. This is a nice trade. So we broke this, right? This is a momentum trade. So to me, I'm not really a momentum trader, but I could definitely see why this, someone would take this. So basically, break, pullback, continuation. So this is more a momentum type trade right here, and that's the only reason why. Explain up and down trend. Explain the up and down trend. Well, uptrend is simple. Basically an uptrend. So you can keep it as simple as possible. Where, like, let's look at the daily chart where you can maybe slap on a moving average, right? And like this is I don't know what this is 10 moving average, but if you slap on 20 or a 20 or 50 moving average if it's above there, or you can just draw some trend lines. Okay, so if you draw your trend lines, right, you connect the lows, right? If it's above this trend line, most likely the market is bullish. So now you notice how it broke this trend line and then it shot down, right? Well, it was bearish for temporary, a, a short move to the downside, but we did, if you understand structure, we did have support right here, and so then it bounced from here. Okay, we broke this trend line right here. So again, you can just draw simple trend lines to understand the direction of the market. That's how I do it. It's hard because you need to do everything by yourself. Yeah, I mean, you don't have a boss to tell you, "Hey, man, here's my list," or here's the list of the things to do. You have to do it yourself. Oh, Ireland, 2:30 a.m. Also, Ireland, let's go, man. Shout out to you guys. Anybody else that's watching me that's outside the US, let me know. Put it in the chat. Which peer is this? This is the NASDAQ. Anybody want me to look at anything today? Let me know because this is going to be a short stream, but let me know if you want me to look at any chart. Let me see. I have a problem. I have a problem if it takes 100 pips. If I take 100 pips, it's good because I'm always greedy. Please let me know if it's worth 100 pip TP. Or it depends. What are you trading, Raymond? Are you trading like what market you're trading and what time frame are you trading? Ethan said, "Big up, bro. A legend in the game. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Please, please look up. But that's a stock. What is doing? Or you want me to look at a daily chart or the intraday? The daily or the intraday on the SMCI? South Korea in the house. Shout out to you. Shout South Korea. Um, yeah. So trading in general, guys, is hard, man. Because another reason why it's hard because you're dealing with you're risking your hard-earned money, and this is money that you don't want to lose. And we have fear, we have greed, and sometimes when we are on a winning streak, we want to risk more. And then when we take L's, we want to make back that money because you are basically losing your money, right? So you want to like, man, I just lost $500. I don't want to lose my hard-earned money. Let me try to make that back. And then that's going to be a snowball, and all of a sudden, that's you want to just take trades to make that money back, break your rules. So it's a lot of things why it's a lot of reasons why trading is hard. It's just a constant battle of just trying to improve, trying to get better, trying to learn from your mistakes, and actually doing, you know, just trying to do things that you shouldn't do. Like, a lot of people don't really understand trading is about what not to do, right? It's not always about what to do, it's also about what not to do. Yeah, SMCI, what you want? The daily chart? I don't know what I don't know what you want me to do on this one. Let me know, Kenneth. What else? Gold. What time frame on gold? What time frame on gold? The daily chart, Raymond? What setup did you take today? Just want to see if I saw what you saw. I went basically when I saw the market made that move, I just went on a limit. But I mean, it had multiple reasons to get in. I mean, we had a nice, green bar taking out this red bar right here. That's a nice, signal right here. But when I saw a push, I just bought on the limit, put my stop loss below the low. Um, I go break even for weeks, then revenge trade, big size, and lose everything. Yeah, I mean that's part of the process, but um, you got to figure out why are you going, break even for weeks, um, and go from there. It's a process. You just gotta dig deep. Is it because you're not? you're not going for more reward? Are your winners bigger than your losers? What do I think about the crypto market? Well, Bitcoin itself is just a beast, man. You know, I that's one thing I missed out on. I'm not gonna lie, I missed out on Bitcoin, but it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it's it's something that most likely is gonna keep going higher because of it's not like paper money. It's only a limited amount. So based on that, it's most likely going to keep going up and up and up. Um, 5 minute goal today was clean. Let me see, 5 minute gold. So overall, we was in this range right here. So we broke that range. So we was in this range right here. We broke it and basically pulled back. So that was just quick pullback to this range, and it held it. Nice little reaction off that level right here, resistance level right here. Multiple ways you could have got in. You could got in right here when you saw that nice bearish bar, or you could have waited till you pull back right here, got in right here, or you could, maybe try to do a trend line break. There's multiple ways, but yeah, today was gold was clean today. You need fair liquidity for crypto. What do you mean by that? You talking about are you talking about day trading it? All right. Let me sit down real quick. Looking at these questions. It's all about psychology. Yeah. Psychology, have that strategy in place and then work on that psychology. What about stocks? What about it? What you want to know, Maurice? Which time frame combination is the best? 30, 5 minute, or the 1 hour and the 5 minute? I would like the one. I would like to look. If I had to do a combo, I would look at the 1 hour and then the 5 minute. You know, the 1 hour is pretty clean. Bro, I'm subscribed to you, but I haven't seen your videos in months till you live stream. The algo was messing with you. I know, man. It is what it is. Make sure if you're not getting videos, make sure you hit that on my subscribe button. Make sure you hit all notifications. So go to that bell, hit that bell, and click all notifications. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. Let's get it. What made me do lives now? I was doing lives a couple months ago. It's just something to do. Something to do sometimes. It's something to do, and also interacting with my subscribers, trying to talk to you guys, get to know you guys, pretty much. I found that looking at the ES and NQ at the same time is a great confirmation. They both look for good subs. Yeah, you can do that. You can definitely do that. You know, you definitely look at NQ. They pretty much move the same. Sometimes the ES will be like ahead of NASDAQ or vice versa. But today I think they move the same. But sometimes the ES might go down first, and then NASDAQ will follow. Yeah, everyone hit that like button. All right, guys. So I'm about to cut off this live, but basically, shout out to you guys. I'm trying to answer some more questions, but we're gonna wrap this up soon. Um, AMD. Somebody said, look at AMD. What's going on with AMD? AMD looks bullish on a daily chart. Google, same thing, bullish. So right now, I think most of these stocks are going to hit all-time highs. Everything is super, super bullish right now. And it's crazy because honestly, I mean, let's go back to NASDAQ. You remember we had this crazy drop talking about the tariffs and stuff. So down here we had this crazy drop, right? Beginning of this year, crazy drop that I didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I thought it was gonna last longer than this because that drop was crazy. Now I'm quite sure I'm not the only one that thought it was gonna last longer. I thought we was gonna at least make a new low, right, before we go back up. So I thought this pump right here was a fake pump, and we're gonna create a new low. Now the crazy part about this pump right here, that was when Trump tweeted buy the market and it went up. And I never saw that in history in my life. A president saying, "Hey, buy the market," and the next thing the things start going up like crazy. Never in history. One of the fastest, yeah, it is one of the fastest recoveries in the history, man. Crazy. Like, look, it dropped, bro. This was a crazy drop. What? This was like 20% or something like that, and then it shot up right, like, bro. Let me see. So it took like 3 months to go down and another 3 months to go up. Nuts, man, nuts. You know what market trading hard? You know what makes trading hard for most traders in the futures? Stop loss, bots make it hard. You said the bots? Oh, the stump? Nah, nah, nah. So I want you to stop thinking that way, CBK. Stop thinking about stop loss hunting. All right? The thing about stop loss hunting is not as black and white you think, as some of you guys think it is. It's not as black and white. It's not like, okay, they going for your stop loss. It's not as black and white as that, guys. You just have to understand the market is literally just going for orders, okay? So it's not really I want you to get out of that mind frame that is trying to hunt your stop. It's not trying to hunt your stop. It's just basically going for orders, and you just have to set yourself up in a way where even if you do get stopped out, your winner could take care of your losers, you know, and go from there. Because having that mind frame, mindset is just it's going to be a loop, a constant loop that you can't defeat. You can't defeat that. The market is just is. It's a machine that's going to do what it's going to do. So don't worry about that. Just basically have a strategy that is going to help you no matter what happens. Like even if they uh, you know, take out your stop, you can't do nothing about that. Just have a system in place where even if you get stopped out, the next trade could take care of your loser and some. You said, do I think SMC looks good for call options? I mean, everything looks bullish, man, right now. So to me, in my opinion, I'm not saying it's going to go up. I'm just saying it looks bullish. So I wouldn't try to short the market. I would just look for buys for the most part if I'm doing long term. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. CBK said, "I know how to trade. Just staying for newbies." I hear you, bro. Shout out to you. Um, you said I want to hit my account to 100K before Christmas. It's up to 50K. Um, well, put it like this. If you were able to bring your account to 50K, don't don't think about don't think about taking it to 100K because it's going to mess with your mind. So basically, whatever you're doing right now, it seem like it's working, so you continue to do that, right? Don't think about numbers though. Don't trust me. That's the wrong thing to do. Because number one, if you think about numbers and if you don't reach that number, you're gonna think that you know something's wrong or you might get upset. And the second thing is you might force things to try to make that number. So I don't want you to force to make that number. If you make it, you make it. If you don't, shoot, you know what I mean? Like you're still doing good. Shout out to you. Are you from New York? Yes, yes. I'm from New York, from Queens, New York. You said I'm from Little New York, Rochester. Okay, I hear you. You said I'm trying to look at these questions. You said you traded micros. Please tell me how you trade them well and well, if I'm trading the micros, but remember I'm throwing, maybe a little bit more size than you, so that's why. All right, so guys, we're gonna wrap this up and shout out to you guys in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Um, Hopefully we do another live stream soon. Okay. Stay safe in these markets. Right now, all-time highs. So basically you're gonna get well right now we are at this this is actually let me see, this is yesterday's high. No, This is 2 days ago. So we are at this high most likely when we wake up. Well, it depends. I mean, we might when we wake up tomorrow, we might see that the market blow past this level, or they might react to it and go down today, all right, and then wait for tomorrow to test that level again. So the question is, will I try to take a short here? I don't know. We'll see how it looks when I wake up, but right now everything is bullish. I mean, it's going to pull back eventually, you know. I just don't know. They want to probably make a parabolic move first, and then we're going to probably get that pullback. But right now, it's just going straight up. I feel sorry for anybody shorting this long term. Prince said, "Thank you so much, man. No problem, bro. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys. And then also, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And you said why don't trade the minis? Just wondering. Oh, the win it minis. Well, eventually I'm gonna start trading the minis. The reason why I trade the micros is because I can down my size. So let's say for example, like I want to risk a certain amount per trade, I could dial that down with the micros, you know. With the minis, it's hard to dial it down. I might be off 400 on one trade, you know, like the micros I can get almost down. Like for example, let's say I want to risk $400 on a trade. Every trade I can almost get it close to $400. With the minis, can't do that. You know, it might be $200 off, or it might be $100 off, or it might be $300 off, depending on the stop loss. So that's the only reason why I trade the micros. But yeah, you said minis are for amateurs. Nah, they all the same. Minis and micros, they all the same. You know, like money is money. They all the same. It's just that I'm trying to get a exact, you know, stop or exact amount when I risk. You know, you said about another month before shorts come. Yeah, yeah, probably another month before the market probably start dropping. We'll see. All right, guys, be safe tomorrow. Let's hit these markets. Let's not break our rules. Let's wait. If it's not clear, do not trade. Don't force anything. Stick to your system. If it's a losing day, but you follow your rules, it's a winning day. Even if you lost, guys, remember that. If you follow your rules and you know, you lost, it was a losing, let's say it was a losing day, it is what it is. To me, that's still a winning day. But if you lost and you broke the rules, you got to work on that. So let's make tomorrow a good day. Follow your rules and go from there, guys. I appreciate you guys. You said what time frame do you like day trading? I like day trading the 5 minute chart. Um, I just for the most part only look at the 5 minute chart for day trading. I know some people like to look at the 4 hour or the daily chart or you know, but you could basically get the same levels on a 5 minute chart or even, you know, you know, micro levels. Okay, so Chuck said, Ben, are you still hooping? Um, I heard you talk about skills for years. Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get back into it. I just shoot around, but I want to start playing some pickup games. But yeah, I still hoop, but it's just me shooting around by myself, you know. Michael Beasley looking for one on one. Nah, so I'm not playing Michael Beasley. You crazy? First of all, he's like what 6'7", and Second of all, he's a beast, man. He's a beast. I would like to see him and Melo, Carmelo, do one on one, but I don't know if Melo's in shape. I think he's retired. He don't want to. He don't want to do it. All right, guys. So we out. We out. Uh, what's my favorite indicator? I don't have a favorite indicator. I just have, indicators are good if you, you know, just starting out. Like the moving average helped me out when I was starting out. But focus on price action. That would definitely help you out. Period. Um, but yeah, I don't really have a favorite moving average. VWAP is all right. It's good. You know, some people swear by it, but it's just a indicator. It's not really the holy grail. It's just, again, a lot of stuff you can just find strictly just from price action by itself. What MAA do I use? I don't use the moving average, but if I used to plot the 20 moving average, and the 50 is pretty good too. You said what strong areas of supply and demand? Basically, I just look at the current direction. So if the current direction, like for example, today we bounced off a support, so I always look for, if we bounce off support, I'll look for demand. If we we rejecting off resistance, I'll look for support. You know, if you're on an uptrend, I look for demand, and I'm looking for the most recent demand level on a 5 minute chart. You know, so this is a good example. Like yesterday, we dropped down here, so I will look for this recent supply right here. But we never went to it. But the recent one, I'm not looking for nothing that happened 2 days ago. I'm looking for the recent level on, you know, on the chart. So right here, let's say I don't know if we bounce off support, but let's say we bounce off support here, right? And then we start going up. Notice how we went back to this demand level. So this would be the recent demand level. So I will look. So let's say we price didn't go here. Let's say price went here, and I wanted to go long. This would be a recent demand level. I will go long, right, for that continuation. If I wanted to go long there. So it would be just a recent 5 minute demand levels. I'm a beginner watching, enjoying your YouTube channel. Appreciate it. You said you on demo now? All right, cool, man. Stay on demo until you have, until you get familiar with the market and, go from there. Yeah, no problem, Ivan. You said the Masterclass 2.0, next level. Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and again, stay safe tomorrow. Try not to break the rules. Keep that in your head. All right, and work on the things that you need to work on. Correct your mistakes. Trust me, you can get better, man. Trust me. Don't ever think that things are going to be bad forever. If you keep improving, that's not life. That's not life. The law, right? The law states that if you keep improving, you can only go up. So keep going, guys. Keep going. Let's get it.